Going live right now. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poké Hype House live stream, episode number 3. We've got everyone in the building. By everyone, I mean we have 4 people in the building. Let's go around and do some introductions.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Heading Ghastly.
Spooky.
How's it going, guys? It's Kirby Gython _Poké.
Let's go.
And what's going on, everybody? My name's Jesse, aka Spats Family.
Let's
Out here
do
having
it.
some fun.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm Dusty Go Goat. So today we're gonna be talking about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I guess right off the bat, let's we have a list, but right off the bat, how are we feeling about BDSP?
First take, I love it.
Okay.
I'm a fan of it. I like that they're kind of going back to the over-the-shoulder look. You know,
Yeah,
I like that feel a little bit better. I don't like the roaming around Pokemon, but I do like their little extra spots that they're adding to it. But
yeah, something I'm really excited, something I'm really hyped for is the underground feature where they're all in the overworld. It's not confirmed yet, but I really think it might have some features that are similar to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you can like see the shinies in the overworld. That's got me hyped.
That would be sweet. I did check that out. It looked really good.
Yeah.
It looks like XP share.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I'm honestly not too excited for it, to be honest.
I need a soundboard.
For me, it's the chibis. For me, it's the chibis. I don't like chibis.
What do you?
It reminds me of Final Fantasy for PlayStation 2, like when I was a kid, and I just never liked it.
All right, that's fair, man.
That's a fair analogy. No, I'm fair. I'm fine with that. I can see that.
Yeah.
I haven't
love
played
those
that
Final
game.
Fantasies.
Honestly, like it was pretty jarring. I remember watching the reveal. I think I was at work. I'm like sneaking a peek of the reveal trailer. Right, it's like I don't know if you guys remember the trailer, but it was like all the original Diamond and Pearl footage. It's like the music is swelling. It's getting so hyped. There's like zoom shots, and then all of a sudden you see Dawn, and she's like a little toy. She's just like a cartoon character, and every single live stream of someone reacting to that is the exact same. Where it's like, what?
Yeah.
But I'm honestly excited. I'm kind of like lukewarm. I'm excited to play. It's a new Pokemon game, so I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah, you know,
I will be honest.
It really could go both ways.
I will be honest. I didn't play as much Pearl as I've played the others. I played Pearl probably one time through as a kid, but it came out much later on in my life, so I didn't play as much at that time.
I don't know. Have you other guys played it? The originals?
Yeah.
Religiously.
Oh yeah.
Religiously.
I played Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
I'm old.
Yeah.
That's sick. I think I've got like all sorts of weird memories with Generation 4. I think like the beginning of Generation 4, I like kind of fell out of Pokemon, or maybe it was the memory's a little hazy. I ended up getting Pearl and I was like absolutely hyped, but I remember there was a period in Gen 4 where I kind of like stopped playing for maybe 6 months, 8 months. And when you're younger, that's like a long period of time. That's like 7 years.
Yeah.
But I eventually got back into Pokemon. That was like the only little bout I had, and it was around Generation 4.
For me, my first memory of Generation 4 that I could remember is playing with my best friend, and it was the first time I ever seen a shiny Pokemon ever. Because
awesome.
we were playing right next to each other, and he ran into a shiny Pokemon, and he's like, "Is something wrong with my game? Because the color looks off." Yeah, and I'm like, "What?" So we went on. The first thing I remember is we hopped on the internet and just like looked up what was wrong with the game, and apparently it was a shiny Pokemon. That's like full odd. So it was crazy.
What was the Pokemon?
Golem.
Sweet.
That's such a good one.
Pretty awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my. Imagine seeing that and go, oh my god. I'm like,
Well-
it's like taking me back.
One
Have
of
you
my
guys seen
first
other-
memories with Pokemon Pearl, I had a DS Lite, and you could use Emerald or Generation 3 games, and you could transport your Pokemon. This is before Switches. This was very groundbreaking. The problem was you couldn't bring them back. So it was a one-way go, one-way trip.
That's
And I'll
dangerous.
never forget transferring all of my Pokemon from Emerald and immediately regretting it.
Oh man.
It was done. It was my Deoxys
Oh,
was.
Oh man. I've yeah, I think around Generation 3 I was doing a lot of like switching. I'd play through like Leaf Green or Fire Red, and then I'd send it to Emerald. I would just like play every game, compile them all in one game, and then at some point I brought everything back up to a Gen 4 game. I think it was probably Pearl version. And but I don't have that file anymore, so I lost like 5 years of playing, which is devastating because
Yeah, I know, right?
it's like if there were cards, I would still have the cards. But like those things they're gone. They're like in the ether. They're in another. I'm playing with them. I'm like live streaming, playing with them in Sword and Shield on Twitch right now in another dimension. But what are you gonna do?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Have you guys ever played or like what are your experiences with the Sinnoh, TCG, anime, any of the other mediums?
I love the anime for it.
Yeah,
I thought the anime was so good. So good.
yeah. I remember Dawn. She had like a sick team. She had like Togekiss, Mamoswine. She even had like Gen 2 starters.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Also,
go.
the battle animations were off the charts.
Yeah,
For that time.
yeah. No, it was sick. Oh, actually, yeah. He had like Infernape too. Ash had Infernape,
Yeah.
bro. Some wild theory I was thinking about is like, what if it's like Dawn has Quilava? What if she like I think she's coming back to the anime. I don't watch the anime actively, but I know she's coming back to the anime.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like, what if the rumors are true that those Legends Arceus starters are going to get new forms, and then they'd showcase that by having Dawn's Quilava evolve. How nuts would that be? It's a stretch. We don't even have confirmation.
Juicy.
Did you guys see the Scyther that they got coming out?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Yes,
it.
Cleavor.
I know. That's sweet.
That's
Yes.
sick. I think it's like
Finally, I don't have to trade to evolve my Scyther.
I'm sorry, say that again. What happened?
It's
I was saying you finally don't have to trade to evolve your.
Got you.
yeah. I hope you can bring those new Pokemon to BDSP. Do you guys think there might be any compatibility with BDSP and Legends Arceus? There's been a lot of like talks about that. Not really rumors, but just like people are like, I would like that. That'd be nice.
If the stories are connected, I'll definitely get the DSP.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's hope for you.
There's hope. There's hope.
So you won't get it at all, Ghastly? You're not going to try and play it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking about it for now.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I know that you're
Maybe
not
you guys
for
could
it.
change my mind.
Yeah, it's either BDSP. You either buy a copy of that or Fusion Strike. You buy like a Fusion Strike ETB. You got to pick one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're around
That's
the same
life or
price.
death. Don't make us choose between that. No, I think it's gonna be a great. I just think it's gonna be a great game. They put so much effort into it. It took so long for them to finally give it to us. I mean, we've been asking for this reason. I feel like 4 Nintendo Directs, I've been like, okay, it's time. We're getting a Sinnoh remake. Nothing. So I think they're gonna get this one right. I think this is gonna be great.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. This is like, and we're getting 2 games for Sinnoh. That's what's crazy. Everyone always says like like when people complain, they go, "Oh, this is what we get for Sinnoh," but I'm like, you're getting this, and you're getting Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's insane. I want a Legends Arceus game for Sinnoh. I'm sorry, Johto.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
I feel like BDSP was a little rushed, in my opinion. That's what I think, but I can't wait for
They have to
Legends
go with the
Arceus.
hype. Of course, it's rushed. The Pokemon
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think they were going to get this reboot. They didn't expect this kind of
Reaction.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
been getting it for years. People have been saying it for years. They want a remake for BDS, like for Diamond and Pearl. So
But you're right. But that's what I'm saying though, is as the hype of Pokemon is at its best in years, obviously they're going to try and start spitting out games faster, and they want to get it out before, before Christmas, things like that.
Well, I wonder if they had the same questions whenever they were doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. If we were skeptical then, because whenever I saw that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, a reboot! Take my money."
Yeah.
And I have the same feeling with BDSP.
No,
yeah, but for Auras, they had new Mega Evolutions, and the Primals. So
You're right. No,
they
you're right.
added like new features to the game, and it was a lot more fun. To where BDSP just seems like one off, with the exception of the new Underground and the I can't remember what it's called, the contest.
gotcha.
The contests look fun.
I'm excited for the contest.
They look they look a lot more streamlined. I do remember playing the Gen 3 contests, the Gen 4 contests, and they can kind of drag.
Mhm.
Can we just address having to take a Phoebus to these contests and make it beautiful to get a Milotic? That was
Is
so
that
tedious.
required? Is
What's
that
that?
required in this game? Or,
Oh,
like,
I hope to. If they're going to give us the share EXP, I doubt they're going to make us go through something like that. I mean, this was a nightmare. Okay, just to get the Phoebus, you had to be on I can't remember the route, but there was only about 4 or 5 tiles you could be on in order to catch it. And then when you caught it, you had to make it feel beautiful. And then by that time, this Milotic, I mean, it's so OP. It was ridiculous. It was so hard. That was.
I don't even know what which route you get Feedas on in Sinnoh. I know in Hoenn it's the one right before 4th Street, but
Yep.
I don't know where to get it in Sinnoh. Can you even get it in Sinnoh?
I can only imagine. I doubt it, but we'll. I haven't
Does
seen
anyone
the-
know in the chat?
That if we're gonna get it?
What's up?
No, I was saying that we're gonna get it. Like, we can.
Yeah, I hope so. Feedas is crazy. I remember Feedas being like, it's not a dragon, but it's like it feels like a dragon. Like you catch it, it's so rare.
I don't have
so
a
what-
location, but it's going to be available from what I'm googling.
Okay, good. All right, guys, let's I'm gonna kind of fire off some questions at you. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are. First question: of every Sinnoh trainer, they have to make this decision: Chimchar, Turtwig, Piplup. Who are you choosing?
I'm a fire type. I'm always gonna go Chimchar.
Okay.
I'm a ginger.
Okay, for me, it goes based on game. I always
Okay.
change mine.
I can see that.
My first time playing around, it was Piplup. I went with Empoleon. I love Empoleon, but I'm guessing if I do get it this time, it's definitely gonna be Chimchar.
Okay.
Fire type all day, every day. Bring that fire type to me. Chimchar, give me that
Yeah.
info. We're running through the whole. Another reason there's just not a lot of fire
Hey,
types, girl.
I
So
agree.
That's a good point. That is in Sinnoh specifically. That is a good point.
There's a couple of good ones. I'd say you can get the Flareon. It's probably the next best. So
I would agree. I would agree for sure.
You guys are making me choose Turtwig. I'll be honest, a little backstory. Hear me out. I chose Turtwig in Pearl version the first time I played through Sinnoh, right? It's a good Pokemon. I think they all have like really good dual types, so I don't need to be embarrassed or bullied into choosing something else. I think Turtwig is a good choice, but I don't think it's my number one choice in 2021. But but for the sake of this live stream, so we like balance everything out. I'll choose the Turtwig. All right, I'll choose the Turtwig.
Was Torterra the first Pokemon to learn Frenzy Plant?
I know like all the starters can learn it, but maybe it either came out in Gen 3 or 4.
I want to say it was in Fire Red, so I want to say it's Gen 3.
Okay. Yeah, but they can all, Frenzy Plant is crazy. It's definitely the first starter that gets Stab Earthquake, which is insane. Do you guys play competitive at all?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gen 4 was like I feel like a bastion of like great features, and it just like fostered like amazing competitive communities, especially on YouTube. I started watching competitive Pokemon on YouTube during Gen 4. I feel like it just like blew up during that period. Do you guys have any memories with that?
Me, not really. I didn't get really competitive till Oraz, actually.
Okay. It's a good scene.
I didn't
Talon Flame. Megas. Yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, all right. Next question. There are a lot of questions that there's a lot of choices, a lot of dichotomies in the Sinnoh region for trainers to decide, but I think this one's kind of tough. Leafeon or Glaceon? Which one are you taking?
Glaceon.
Yeah, that's good.
That's tough.
I got bias.
Ice Baby.
What'd you say? Ice Baby?
Gotta go with Glaceon.
Ice Baby.
I don't know, because that's typically speaking, if I had to choose one of the two, it would be my grass type Pokemon, because
Okay.
I always think of who I'm going to have on my team. I would probably go with Gyarados as my water, type Pokemon. So I wouldn't probably do an ice type Pokemon as well. So I would have to say that I would probably go Leafeon.
That's fine. We love grass types. Go
Just-
specifically.
Yeah, we do.
No, Leafeon's good.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been leaning towards Glaceon in recent years, but I think I like used to use Leafeon a lot. My friend sent me one time. My friend sent me this Eevee as like trade fodder. I was like giving him something, and he was like, "Oh, you take this Eevee," and it had a nickname. It was nicknamed Saffron after Saffron City. And I think we were like, I was teasing him, he was teasing me, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna train this thing, and I evolved it into a Leafeon. I still have that Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and I remember just like kicking his butt the first time, just like debuting Leafeon, and I was like so happy because it had his name. It's his, it's got his trainer ID, and I was like, it was like an anime moment where like Damien, he throws away his Charmander,
Right.
and then Ash claims it, and like that whole story. I guess Chimchar would be a better analogy for this, considering we're talking about the Sinnoh region.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But that was that was a huge, great memory with Leafeon.
What do you think about their shiny forms, though?
Yeah, that's neither. I just keep it as an easy. Yeah, no, they're both very bad. They're not like, yeah. I mean, I think every shiny is a little subjective. I think some people see the colors differently, like not physically, but like, I don't know. I think people can appreciate subtle shinies, but I definitely think Leafeon would have been sick if it had those autumn colors.
Yeah, I
And
see
Glaceon
that.
is a lot cooler too.
I agree.
Make Glaceon look like a rock.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. This is kind of a deviation of what we're talking about. It's not Sinnoh related, or maybe it is. Do you guys think that we're ever gonna get? Do you guys think we're ever gonna get a new evolution?
There's always been talks.
I think Gen 9.
Yeah. It has to happen, right? Eventually.
It has to come.
Yeah.
There's so many typings that we don't have.
I would love steel types.
For me, it's Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost would be dope.
I get a little Sableye right here.
I definitely think that they'll bring more. It's Eevee is the epitome of mutated Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Literally, dragon type. Give me dragon type.
I know I saw that. I saw your
That'd be
video of that
awesome.
one. I thought that was a really sick
That-
take on it. I liked it a lot.
That Pokemon was sick. It's not confirmed. It's not real. It's an artist. I actually don't know their name right now. Maybe we can link it in the show notes when this video goes live or when this video gets archived. But the artist, he like, or she, I don't know who it is, but they create like brand new concepts, and then they code and they like program their designs into the game using Gen 8 engine, which is insane. Because then it's like you're making your art real,
Yeah.
right? Like that's your headcanon. It's like you just make whatever you want real. I think that's sick. Unfortunately, that dragon's not real, but one day.
It looked good.
one day.
I
Maybe
liked
one
it.
day,
though.
yeah.
I liked it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Let's see.
I do have a bane of contention with Gen 4.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
The third evolutions for some of the Gen 1 Pokemon,
Yeah.
like Magnezone, awful. Electivire, awful. What
no,
they did
no, no.
with Magmar with Magmortar.
Is there a way I can remove
Awful.
him from the live stream?
Look at these again. Let's go back. Look
Talking
at
about
this.
hot take,
No,
man.
no. Electivire is top tier. That is literally one of my favorite.
Yeah, I
Pokemon.
love Electivire and Magmortar.
And you're cherry picking. I mean, what about Yanmega, right? Tangrowth is an abomination, but it's a better design than Tangela.
That doesn't,
Oh,
that doesn't
yeah.
make it better. You have further worsened the problem.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this. Magmortar, that's F tier.
Okay, I think
Can you
Magmar's my
shake
favorite.
hands?
So I think I just have a problem with what they did to Magmortar, and I just started to pile on. I kind of like
Yeah.
Magnezone, but Rhyperior is awful.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty good in Pokemon Go. I've been using it like all the time in Pokemon Go.
Design,
But no,
wise.
the design, I don't like the design. You're absolutely right.
And
They go both ways. It's like there's definitely some bad.
I
I don't know how to
though,
say it. I'm whispering.
being
I'm a-
idiot.
I'm a diehard Scyther fan, and I was just having this conversation with Manny the other days. Is I don't like the evolution to Scizor. I was not a fan of that evolution. I like Scizor as a Pokemon by himself, but I don't like that my cool, super badass Pokemon that has knife arms now turns into a crab. How did he turn into a crab?
I'm in
I don't
bad
understand
company.
that.
Scizor is literally my number one Pokemon of all time.
I love
That's it.
Scizor. I don't know. Yeah.
Yo, Manny, are you watching this? What? How am I doing this right now?
I like Scizor. I do. I hate that I like, especially as a Pokemon card collector. I hate that I don't get like Scyther V's and Scyther
Yes.
Emaxes and stuff like that. I don't
I
like
can,
Scizor
I
as
can
much.
appreciate that. Onyx is really cool. Onyx is I think right there up there. I love Steelix as well, but
Hmm.
Onyx is. I feel like Onyx should get.
Yeah,
Emax
exactly.
forms.
You know what I mean? Like Onyx.
Agree 100%.
Yeah,
Yes.
unless you're Pikachu, Eevee, or Meow, you're like if you're a preform, you're not getting any love.
And yeah, and so I feel like they took the thunder from my favorite Pokemon.
I can really sympathize with that, man. Yeah, I can. That's good. I feel that. Oh man.
Yeah, it hurt.
I feel like super privileged right now because Scizor is so good. So many great cards that should go too. I feel like every other set, it's like Scizor's my Charizard. It's amazing.
I've collected all of those damn Scizors. I just want some Scythers in my life.
Yeah, man. Oh man, this took a dark turn. All right, let's talk about. Let's go around and maybe your teams aren't fully completed yet, but I want to go around and get a feel for what you guys are choosing to use in BDSP. What Pokemon? What's your team going to be? I think we've all set our starters. You don't necessarily need to use an evolution, but what team are you feeling out right now? You think you're gonna at this present moment you feel like you're gonna grab and use throughout the game up to the Elite Four. You guys want me to start or?
I'll start it. I'll go ahead and tell you guys who I'd go with.
Yeah.
So honestly, I like I said, I was kind of always pick my team how I go, right? So first things first, I start off with my fire type. I got my Chimchar. Immediately afterwards, I will, as soon as you get the old rod, I go fish and I'll get me a Magikarp and I evolve him into Gyarados. That's typically my second big Pokemon that I focus on. I'll probably rock a Badoo for a couple of rounds until I can upgrade him. And then, yeah. And then I kind of work my way around and I'll just bounce to different stuff. I always try to get a Pikachu as my electric type Pokemon, and I'll probably eventually make him a Raichu. And then reference to I always try and get Abra and turn him into an Alakazam. That's my favorite psychic type Pokemon to have on my team. And then
really
typically one of
powerful,
the
too.
evolutions, depending on like how my team's working and what Pokemon are looking good. I don't know.
Okay, so are we talking about going into the Elite Four? Like our team looking like
Yeah, your squad.
going into the Elite Four or post
Yeah.
Elite Four?
Your Poké squad. Actually, I think we're obligated to call it. What's your Poké hype?
Yeah. Shazam.
I would
Oh.
definitely Luxray and
Okay.
a Chim.
Yeah.
And from there, it's really hard because it's funny because I didn't want to take Hidden Ghastly's Thunder. My first shiny was also in Pearl, and it was also a Geodude and eventually a Golem.
That's crazy.
It was near one of the first
What?
caves. I'm dead. I swear to God. And when he said it, I was like, I'm having like an out of body experience. 'Cause I had my first Golem.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes, like how that worked out. And so usually a Golem. And then for water type, I might address a Gyarados, but I usually don't address my water type till the end because I love a good ice type, especially like a Cloyster or
Frostlass.
or a Glalie is usually where I go with. But Glalie defense is so bad that I have to have a really strong grass type or a tank to kind of make up for when they eventually get one-shotted at the first battle of the Elite Four. And then from there,
What's Mamoswine defense? I feel like Mamoswine would be really good. I feel like it's bulky. It's got like HP.
For sure.
All right, for me, I'd probably go Infernape, Electivire. I have to get my Gengar.
Of course.
I have to
Let's
get
go.
my Gengar.
Shiny Hunt for the Gengar.
One of the EVs probably Glaceon, and honestly, from there, I don't really know.
That's a really good team. Oh, I feel like
Staraptor, my favorite bird of all time.
Yeah, I feel like in Sinnoh, it's a lot of people's teams ended up really just being 4 Pokemon, and then you have like HM friends.
Right. Because there's so many ones that you'll fill in those spots, but typically you only have those 4 that are like, these are my 4 Pokemon, and then I got like 10 other Pokemon that I alter in depending on who I'm gonna fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, that's kind of how it goes, depending on what gym you're
And I
fighting
think
in.
I don't think we're gonna have that problem with BDSP because like now that HMs aren't required or they're in the game.
Right, you don't have to hold on to that one that has all 4 HMs on them.
Yeah,
I hated that so much.
exactly. And in combination with EXP share being forced, like we'll be able to just stack our teams.
I'll even still be double dipping even with that EXP share. I always will start my weakest Pokemon right away, and then I just switch them out first round, take that first hit L, and have my second Pokemon just rip them up. It's my go-to statistic. I started playing it again recently, and it's amazing. I have a little ROM on my PC here. I bought the license though, for sure.
There you go.
Of course, you have to.
Yeah, of course. So what's next on the list? What's on the agenda?
Okay. Can you guys still see me?
Yeah, you disappeared for a second.
So if I'm forced to take Torterra, that's fine. We're gonna work with that grass ground type. So I've got Torterra, very slow, very bulky. And I think I am gonna take Staraptor. That's something that I actually haven't used since probably since Gen 4 or maybe since Gen 6. Staraptor.
Okay.
So Torterra, Staraptor, it's just like it's somewhere close right here in my heart. So I think I'm gonna take Staraptor. And then if we're going off of the Sinnoh national decks, I think I'm also gonna take Roserade. That is a double up of a grass type, but I'm fine with that. I really like the Roserade line. And then this is where it gets tricky because there are a lot of Pokemon that I would want to choose. And maybe something that I've kind of been doing is like taking some in, taking some out, just kind of swapping them in and out, kind of like the anime, depending on how useful they are or if I just want to use them for a little bit or if they're helpful for a gym leader. So I kind of want to use Steelix, but Steelix is really slow in a game, like in a playthrough. So I usually get rid of Steelix. So we've got Torterra, Roserade, Staraptor. I'm going to try to get Scizor in this game, 100%. I'm also going to try to get like Fire in this game.
Yeah.
And then am I allowed to take Palkia? Is that a sus move?
No, I was getting ready to put him on my team as well.
Same. I was gonna do the same thing.
Maybe he'll be on my team. Actually, you know what I'm noticing? Porygon 2 is in this game. I think I'm gonna take Porygon 2 because Porygon's not available in the original Sinnoh games until like post game. So if there's a way to get Porygon or Porygon 2 through the underground layers, I forget what they're called. But if there's a way to get those Pokemon early on, I 100% want to get Porygon. Oh, another wild card is Rotom. Rotom is, again, another Pokemon.
That's true.
You can't use its other forms until Platinum or post-game. So using Rotom would be a lot of fun because that's a fun Pokemon to use competitively. It's tricky.
I don't know if I ever have. There's a lot of Pokemon I don't think I've ever used.
Dude, yeah, there's so many. It's crazy.
Like, I'll catch them, but I won't necessarily use them.
Yeah. That's another thing. Have you guys like caught all of the Pokemon ever in a game before?
Oh, for sure. And
decks.
Red and Leaf Green, the easy ones.
Oh, nice.
You know what I realized? Nobody said Lucario.
Dude, yeah. I was looking at it, but it's like such an obvious choice.
I agree. It is a pretty obvious one. Like I said, there's a lot of Pokemon that I'll cycle into that. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say.
Maybe I'll use Espeon.
I want to catch them all.
True.
Yeah.
I geek out like that. I'll sit there and I'll just level them all up to 50 or whatever max level I can get them up to, and just so I can say I have them all stacked up.
Yeah. Do you guys pay for home? Like, do you have Pokemon in home right now?
No.
Yeah.
Thought about it, but I don't play enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think BDSP is going to force my hand though on this matter.
Yeah,
I think it's to be investment for sure.
Yeah. So do you guys have any questions that like you're still wondering about where you're like, I mean, it sounds like, one of you won't get the game. Some of you are pretty sure you're going to get the game. But like, is there anything that like you really want to know or you still have a question about? I'm definitely going to buy the game, but there's lots of questions like, are the BDSP Pokemon, is that dex going to become available in Sword and Shield? Is Pokemon Legends Arceus Pokemon and that deck's going to be available in Sword and Shield? How are those going to be compatible? That's mainly like what's really got me a little bit nervous because I know that wasn't a thing in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It wasn't like back and forth cross compatible. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about like the features or just like things you want to know about?
I don't know a lot about the game. I have done little research to be able to have a good sense of what's going on. But the stuff I have seen on this seems pretty much like a Let's Go Pikachu-ish vibe. You know what I mean? You get that same type of gameplay that you're going to get. I like that the Pokemon are going to be hidden in the wild again and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that just seems like it'll just immediately click, but I'm not too worried about much of it.
The Distortion World, dude, was that confirmed yet? Or
yeah. I don't think it was. I don't think think so. What's likely to happen is they're going to do something. If it is in the game, they're going to do something like the Delta episode in ORAS, right? Where there was like the secret post game thing that they just like surprised fans with, which would be nice.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's nice to know a lot going in, but it's also nice to like not know everything.
You see, that's what I would think they would do with Legends Arceus, where you could like transfer UFC and whatever it's called forms back and forth.
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that. What is this called? A podcast? We have to do that live stream, that show about Legends Arceus in a couple weeks. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Gotta dip my toes into that as well.
Yeah. So I got something I just thought of. I don't know how we haven't talked about it once. Maybe it's not that significant, but I feel like it is. Following Pokemon are in this game. What do you guys think about that?
Love it. They should have never took it away.
No. It's so immersive.
It's great. I love it.
I think they caught lightning in a bottle with Pokemon Yellow, and they should have never let it go. Yes, it's just amazing.
I agree.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but I think Heart Gold, Soul Silver are the ultimate Gen 4 games. Like Santa's got nothing on Gen 4.
I guess.
Is that a hot take?
I don't know how it is. I agree 100%.
Yeah. So much replayability,
like
but we got to say Sinnoh positive. But yeah, so if you guys have anything else to say, let me know.
I just got one question for you guys because we didn't talk about this and I was curious about it. Dialga or Palkia?
Palkia.
I'm a Palkia guy as well. No lie.
I can't plead the Giratina.
There really are so many legendary Pokemon in Sinnoh.
Yes.
That was like such a big deal 10 years ago when those games came out. It was like, what? Why are there so many?
Which is your favorite lake spirit?
Azelf.
Probably Azelf.
Yeah.
He's like
for me, it's
one.
What is it? Is it Uxie? Uxie's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be cool if like when Fairy was announced, I understand that they have to do with like the human psychology and their like connection with humans or empathy. So like it makes sense that they're psychic type. I do feel like they kind of could have been fairy type just based on how they look. And then I'm also thinking like I feel like they're all so different, or to differentiate them because they look pretty similar, maybe give them another type. Each one has its own unique dual type. That'd be kind of cool.
Pretty sweet. For
Yeah.
sure.
I'm just speculating. It's not gonna happen. It's but that would have been cool.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
Totally
What's
agree.
your favorite legendary from the game besides the box art and Giratina?
Legendary period or in Generation 4?
In Generation 4 that was released.
Maybe
I don't know. I'd
feel
have to
like-
see a list.
Darkrai's cool. Cresselia is the counterpart. That's also pretty cool. I like
Heat Ram?
the fire steel frog.
Heat Ram.
Yeah, Heat Ram.
Ram's
Heat Ram.
dope. I like
Yeah.
that.
It was like
For
a
me, it's
low level.
Darkrai.
Yeah, that was like not the final boss, but it was like it reminded me of like an RPG boss, but it was like or a dungeon boss that was like not the final boss, but a couple ones before that. It's so like ugly.
You know what that reminded me of? My first time I'm trying to catch Giratina, it took me over 20,000 Ultra Balls to actually catch him.
What the? Yeah, those legendaries used to be so tough to catch.
Yes.
So hard. So
Takes
hard.
forever. You gotta save right before it, and you just gotta sit there.
Yeah.
Go over and over again. Hope that you get them sleep. Hope that you get them down to like 1 health, and you're
Yeah.
still just throwing mad ultra balls. Just
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they wake up and they use outrage. They take out your whole team.
You're sitting there just now. You're playing the revive cycle where you're just reviving
Yeah.
back, bring him 1 back. Just sitting there like, all right, this guy's gonna die, but I'm gonna revive 2 back, and then I'm gonna revive 2 back, and then
Yeah.
it takes
This one
forever.
could take 2 hits, so we'll revive this one.
Yeah, I know it takes forever.
I bet Cynthia's gonna be tough. You
Oh,
think Megas are gonna be in these games? That's another question people have. I've
No.
lost hope, but
I
You
think
never
they
know.
would have announced it by now.
Yeah. Looking at Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like they did announce it like a couple weeks before, and we're at a couple weeks before right now. So it's either they drop the trailer on Wednesday because they've been releasing trailers on like Wednesday and Thursday, or it's just not. I can't see it.
They
Or,
ever
I don't
released?
know,
Did they do
maybe
any
it's supposed
beta
to be-
for this? Sorry.
If they did have megas, I don't understand why they wouldn't like say that like in the first trailer, because that's
Yeah.
what everybody would be so hyped for. They would have like their pre-sales would have been out of the park for that.
Yeah, honestly, people are like megas are so weird because like they were foundational in Gen 6, and they were kind of like they just kind of took a back seat in Gen 7, and they're still active in all these spin-off games. They're active in Go, they're active in Masters, they're active in the anime, and they're just not in Sword and Shield. And then they're in Let's Go, but they're not in Sword and Shield. That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like I'm like, is it official? Is this like a real mechanic that I should pay attention to and want?
Exactly. No, we'll never know. I don't see it happening personally.
Yeah,
I
I don't
would-
either.
I just don't see it.
I
If
dropped
they
my
did have megas, which new mega would you guys like to see the most?
new Mega.
For me, it's Garchomp. Mega Garchomp would be
Mega
insane.
Electivire.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'm with you on that. Mega
Garchomp has a Mega.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it
It's sick.
does.
It looks like
I'm
Cleavor.
tripping.
It looks like Cleavor. It's got these giant sights.
All right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think the original design's better, but
I think it's so close to the original.
it is. It is.
That's probably why I forgot about it.
You know what? I think the other day I forgot about it too. I was like looking at it. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was looking at like new forms for all the pseudo legendaries, and I was like, I don't think Garchomp got anything.
Does Driftbloom have a mega? No, right?
No,
That'd
dude,
be cool.
I saw a rumor about a mega form, or maybe it was a regional form for Drifloon, and it becomes a Zeppelin, like those giant helium balloons. I think it's helium. I don't know what
Oh, that'd be dope.
hydrogen. It's hydrogen, I think, and it would be like fire ghost type or ghost dragon type because it's so big. That would be insane,
Ghost Dragon.
right? Like
I'd love
if the
to see
giant
that.
tree gets dragon type because it's big, give the balloon dragon type,
I'd love to see that.
dude. Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right, that's all the questions I got.
All right, dude. Thank you. I don't know who else is in the chat. Make some noise if you're in the chat still. If you're still watching, this is Thank you so much. Go check out all the pages, all of our pages. They're gonna be in the description of this video. Leave a like, do all the things, subscribe to the Poké Hype House. We are very active on TikTok, Instagram, all the places, YouTube. Check us out, subscribe, love us. We love you. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Time to battle Team Galactic.
Yeah. All right, I think we're done. Yeah, stream finished.